Last session we discussed about Java IO package, Java lang package. Under lang package we discussed about some of the classes, string buffer, as well as exception handling. Today we wanted to discuss about Java IO package. Today's concept name is IO streams. Today's concept name is IO streams, input output streams. Input output stream. So what is the input output stream? Previously we used a scanner class. Scanner class which is used to take the input. System.out.println which is used to perform output functionality purpose. But while you using the scanner class, if you wanted to take 10 students data, 10 student names you wanted to take. String, what is the logic you have to write? String S1 is equals to SC dot next method. Student 1 data you have to individually read. Student 2 data you have to individually read. Student 3 data, student 10 data. Totally we have to read the 10 students data individually. Not only 10 students, have to read the 100 students. Somebody interested to read the 2 students, somebody interested to read the 2000 students. Maybe based on their requirement, they are interested to read the data. That point of view, here I am going to taking 100 students, 100 times I have to write this code, complex for me. Instead of that one, have to continuously read the data. Stream, IO stream, input, output stream. So here we wanted to concentrate on what is stream. Stream is a continuous flow of data, either input or output. Stream is a continuous flow of data. Stream is a continuous flow of data which is used to perform IO functionalities purpose. Which is used to perform IO functionalities. So what are the things we have to go through? To perform this stream point of view, we uses IO package, input output package. Under input output package, you observe Java contains n number of built-in packages. In input output package, you find n number of classes as well as interfaces. Here you find buffered reader, buffered input stream, byte array input stream. What we are going to covering under this IO package, try to go to this one. So it's going to be taking 2 types of streams. IO streams are categorized as 2 types of streams. Number 1, byte stream. Byte stream, which is going to be perform IO functionalities in binary manner. Which is going to be perform IO functionalities in binary format. What do you mean by binary format? So it's going to be taking the zeros and ones format is going to be taken. Binary means it's going to be taking the zeros and ones format it is going to be present. Similarly, so this binary format and as well as character by character manner. IO functionalities, input or output done in the form of binary format as well as character format. One by one we are going to discuss. There is a byte stream is again categorized as input type stream as well as output type stream. Input type stream as well as output type of stream is also presented. Now we wanted to concentrate how to take the binary byte stream in the form of data format. Data input stream is there, file input stream is there. So we can take the data through keyboard. We can take the data from file. We can take the data from buffer storage, nothing but temporary storage. Now I wanted to concentrate how to apply this data input stream, how to take the data continuously through keyboard. That point of view we uses input streams. Data input stream is a one class. Can you find one class name? Data input stream class. I wanted to concentrate this core Java application. This core Java application, try to making new one separate package, IO streams package. IO streams package, click on finish. Under IO streams package, we wanted to demonstrate one class, continuously reading through keyboard. Data input stream demo. Main method we wanted, public static void main string of args. Started execution from main method. Started execution from main method. I wanted to take the data input stream. Data input stream already exists in class. DIS is equals to new data input stream of resource, from where I wanted to take the data. I plan to take the data from keyboard. That's why I'm going to using system.in. Data input stream DIS is equals to new data input stream of system.in. So its pre-requirement is this data input stream class is available under Java IO package. That's why we are going to import java.io.data input stream demo. So data input stream. Now we wanted to take the data continuously, not only one character. I wanted to take the data character by character, whole things continuous manner. Here you find n number of methods. I wanted to use one method name. That method name is read method. Read method, which is used to continuous flow of data purpose. But read method return type is integer type. Int ch. Int ch. So I wanted to take the data continuous manner while ch is equals to dis dot read method. While ch is equals to dis dot read method, we are going to reading the data continuously with the help of loop statement, repetition process. Whatever the character you observe now, till now no issue in the program. Now I am writing this line of code. Have to give the condition where we have to close it. Until and unless not equals to, suppose I wanted to quit this one. I am trying to taking @ symbol. Until and unless you press @ symbol, the loop is repeated. When you press the @ symbol, loop is going to be terminated. Not equals to @, the loop is repeated. When it reaches to @, loop is going to be terminated. But while you're writing this line of code, dis dot read, raising one exception, unhandleable exception, IO exception. So your solution, try with catch block. So take a suspicious code. This read method, suspicious code, maybe possibility for IO problem is there. That's why read method not equals to @ symbol. So here we taking the suspicious code under try block. Try to catch them with the help of so IO exception plus. Next, taking completed, wanted to print it. Sys out. Observe one thing, what is the problem is going to be happening. Sys out of ch. Whatever the character I taken, try to printing, executing this logic. Try to executing this logic. It's asking me to enter some data. I'm entering the data. I entered some data. When I enter the data, what we are going to getting? Expected the data as a, whatever I enter as it is, I'm expecting. But what happening here? We are going to getting ASCII values. S ASCII value, A ASCII value, I ASCII value getting. Why? Because we taken here as a integer type of data. But instead of integer, while I'm printing, expected the result as a character, making cast operation. Now I'm going to making the cast operation. When I'm making the cast operation, after making the cast operation, try to observe once. See once and try to execute it once again. Enter. Enter this name. Whatever the data I enter getting. But every character is going to next line because I applied new line method. Instead of that one, I'm applying new print method. Try to execute it. Enter student names or something. Sai getting. Somebody interested to read second student data. Something like n number of students data we are going to take. Until and unless you press dollar symbol, sorry, at the rate symbol. I pressed at the rate symbol. After at the rate symbol, something I am typing, not applicable. Up to at the rate symbol, you wanted to quit this one. So suppose somebody interested to read 10 students. 10 students names read it after that one, at the rate pressing, termination is done. Somebody interested to read 20 students, 20 reading at the rate. Until and unless you press at the rate symbol, the loop is going to be not at the rate. Whatever the character you wanted to take it. Based on that character, loop is going to be repeated and continuously taking the data. That point of view, we are going to using this stream. Stream is a continuous flow of data. Stream is a continuous flow of data until and unless condition become false. So here, what is the condition I applied? At the rate is a condition I applied. Based on this at the rate condition, the loop logic is going to be repeated. So there is a way we are going to working with this one. Similarly, still I seen how to take the data through keyboard. How to take the continuous data through keyboard. Similarly, how to read the data from file. How to read the data from file we wanted to concentrate. That point of view, we are using file input stream class. Wanted to use file input stream class. Here we see reading the data continuously through keyboard. Now I wanted to concentrate reading the data continuously from file. Here we wanted to discuss one more thing under this one, file input stream. Observe, there is one existing file is there with me. I wanted to read the data from that file. I am going to creating one file. I am going to creating one file. Any of the file you can take. Suppose this is a one file. This is a one file data. This is a one file data. Now I am going to creating that file under our present directory. I am going to creating that file under our present directory with the name of some name, text file, ATM program. Some name, ATM. One file name I created, ATM is the file name. There I presented some Java code, any type of text file, any type of information you can read. This is my file. I wanted to read the data from that file. That point of view, writing the code with the help of file input stream class. File, how to read the data from file. Previously, I shown you how to read the data from keyboard. Continuous manner. One more new class. Class name is file input stream demo. Public static void main string of args. Starting the program execution. Main method we are going to use it. After writing, here we requirement of IO package is there. I will to use this IO package. Requirement of IO package is there. I wanted to use that IO package. I wanted to use file input stream. File input stream FIS is equals to new file input stream of file input stream FIS is equals to new file input stream of what is my file name? ATM is my file name. Type of the file, you just see the properties. File name is ATM. Type of the file is text file. You mention file name ATM. Extension of that file is text. Extension of that file is text file we are going to maintain. So I wanted to read that file character by character data. So pre-requirement for file input stream is import java.io.file input stream. Java.io.file input stream is a pre-requirement for that one. Next, I wanted to concentrate here. We getting one exception, unhandleable exception, file not find exception. Unhandleable exception, file not find exception, surround try with catch block. Surround try with catch block. I wanted to read the data from that file. Maybe that file is not available, possibility to get the exception. After that one, I wanted to read int ch. I wanted to read all data of that file while condition. While condition, what is the condition? Ch is equals to whole data I wanted to read. FIS dot read. FIS dot read. Read method obviously take the data as an input type, integer type. So that's why read not equals to previously specified character. But I wanted to read the whole data -1. -1 indicating end of the file. -1 indicating end of the file. Up to end of the file, I wanted to read the data. While ch is equals to FIS dot read. You have to read the whole data up to -1. -1 indicating end of the file. Total file data completed up to total file data is there repeated. When it's not equals to -1 means if the value is not equals to -1, it's going to be terminating. It reaches end of the file terminating. Now, while we writing this line of code, we're getting one more exception, unhandleable exception, IO exception. Previously, here we got input, here file not found exception. Here we're getting as a IO exception. How to use catch clauser. Here I wanted to handle that exception. So already we used try and catch block. That's why I'm going to adding one more catch clauser. Here only I wanted to add one more catch clauser over there. Catch clauser surrounded by try. Already existing try only, that is logic is there. That's why one more catch clauser we are going to add. So here in this line we're getting one exception that is going to be handled by file not found exception. In this line we're getting one exception, IO exception, that is going to be handled by IO exception. Built-in superclass. Now I wanted to print the logic. This out of what I wanted to casting operation. Char of ch. Char of ch. Same line I wanted, that's why I'm taking print method. Same line I wanted, that's why I'm going to taking the print method and try to executing it once. Once we are going to getting whole information of that file. So a validation demo, once something information is there with that file. Suppose not only that file, sir, I wanted to take some more other data, not Java data, sir, other data. I wanted to read some text file. Random, some one paragraph data I wanted to take. Whole one paragraph data I wanted to take. This is a information storing under my program. Any name you can give that file name. This is a data is available now. This is a data is available with me now. Now I wanted to read the whole data of that file. Try to re-execute it once. Whatever the information is there with that file, total information is going to be read. Whatever the information is there with that file, total information is going to be read. Suppose instead of taking ATM, the file name is ATM is available with my directory, I'm going to take. Instead of taking ATM, I am going to taking one file name sai.txt file. I am going to taking one file name sai.txt file. So this file data I wanted to read. This file data I wanted to read. That point of view, writing the logic, executing. Once again, you see. Previously, the file is there, going to be reading the data from that file. But now the file is not there. We're rising java.io. File not find exception. Sai.text file data is not available. Clearly saying that the data is not available. Sir, somebody is saying that, sir, you create one sai.text file, sir. New text file name is sai. In this text file, you store the data. In this text file, you store the data. Observe once. Now you execute, sir. Previously, that file is not there. That's why getting. But now the file is there, sir. Why getting the error? Sir, already the file is there. Why getting the error? Try to observe. Why getting the error? Because of this file is. So whatever the file in my programming logic, what I written? Present directory. So in this one, it's going to be checking here within the my storage location. But that sai.file. Suppose previously I taken atm.txt file available with my current directory only. In my present directory only. But that sai.txt file is available with different location. Same location. My program as well as accessible file. Both are available in the same location. Just you pass file name with extension. Suppose my program as well as accessible file are available with a different location. What we have to do? How to pass complete address of that file. Same location, just you pass the file name. Different location, what you have to do? Complete address. You wanted to access this sai.txt file. Sai.txt file. Where that file is there? Different location. Go to C drive, users location. My username is laptop is my username. Under my laptop, address location of desktop. Go to desktop location. In the desktop location, access the site. Different location, same location. Your accessible program and file both are available in the same location. Just pass the file. Both are under different location. You have to give the complete address of that file. Try to observe once and execute it once. Maybe it and run it. How you observe? Whole data of that Sai file is going to be read. Whole data of that Sai file is going to be read. This is the way we are going to reading the data from file. How to read the data through keyboard continuously with the help of data input stream. How to read the data continuously from file with the help of data file input stream. Similarly, how to read the data from buffer storage we wanted to concentrate. So similarly, I wanted to concentrate one more logic also. What is the logic I wanted to concentrate? How to generate the file. Still we seen how to read the data, how to perform, read the data from file, how to generate the output on file. How to generate output on file, that logic I am going to expect. How to do that process we are going to concentrate. File output stream, generation of output purpose, file output stream we wanted to concentrate. How to work with this file output stream, what is the need of this file output stream, how to work with this file output stream we wanted to concentrate. So here we first concentrating on how to read the data from file output. See once, I need to generate the output on file. How to take, still we executed several programs. We're getting some out. See this program. What we doing? We are going to reading the data through keyboard continuous manner and printing is fine. Printing it out. But what I'm expecting, how to read the data from keyboard. Expecting the output on file. I'm not expecting the output on console. Expecting, I wanted to take the student names through keyboard, or I wanted to take some type of data through keyboard. After that one, I am expecting to print that data on output. Print that data on output screen. Specified output file I wanted to do. What is the process I wanted to do? Try to observe. Here I wanted to use one class name is file output stream class. Generating the output purpose, we are using file output stream class. How to generate the output on file. One more new class I'm trying to create. New class. Class name is file output stream demo. Public static void main string of args. Starting the program execution purpose, main method. Here we wanted import java.io.start. Java.io.start. Class name. First, what is my intention? Reading the data continuously through keyboard. We already know about how to read the data continuously through keyboard with the help of data input stream. Data input stream. DIS is equals to new data input stream of system.in. Data input stream DIS is equals to new data input stream of system.in. Through keyboard continuously reading the data. int ch, int ch, while condition, while ch is equals to dis dot read, while ch is equals to dis dot read, not equals to specified symbol. Suppose I wanted to take dollar symbol. Previously we done the same thing, until and unless not equals to dollar symbol, it's going to be reading. So we getting the exception, add throws declaration or add surrounded try with catch block. Suspicious code under try block that may be catched by its relevant catch block. Similarly, ch equals to dis dot read, not equals to -1, not equals to -1. So now I wanted to concentrate. Now I wanted to concentrate this logic. Here, previously, what is the logic I done? Printing logic. But instead of printing logic, I don't want it to print here. I plan to print under one specified file. That's why we are using file output stream. FOS is equals to new file output stream of file name. How to create one file name? You observe once. Till now, there is no file is there with the name of site. Now I wanted to create one file with the name of site. Otherwise, I wanted to create one file name is student info. Student info, extension of that file is text file. Student info, extension of that file is text file. Still now, there is no file name is there with the help of student info. But what happened? Add. Here observe. Here we getting the exception. To handle that exception, what we doing? Just applying throws keyword. Java is going to be taking care about that exception. Applied the throws keyword. Throws keyword. Throw the exception on JVM. JVM is going to be internally taking care about that exception handling. Now try to observe this logic. Try to observe this logic. Previously printing is done here, but now I wanted to print on file. File reference is FOS dot write method. FOS dot write up. What is the thing I wanted to write? CH. But while you trying to taking the CH printing, which type of data? Integer type of data. Conversion purpose. Cast operation. Char of CH. Char of CH and try to observe. Before going to execute this program, till now there is no file name is student some data. Student file is not there. Try to executing. Just you observe. When I am running this program, automatically you find here student info file. When I write once again, I am removing this file once. Student info file is not there. Previously you find input file is not there. Exception. Input file is not there. We are going to be raising the exception. But now input file is not available. Exception. But output file, remove this file, try to executing. Presently, there is no file name is called as file student info file. Try to executing it once. Automatically. When I executed, automatically student info file is going to be created. Student info file is going to be created. Now we can execute this program once. Get it? How to enter some data. Sai is there. Krishna is there. Pavan is there. Ravi is there. Some members, 10 number of students. Until and unless you press dollar symbol I press it, termination is done. You have a doubt, sir, you reading this data, sir, where it is going to be stored. Just to go once, open the student info. Whatever I entered through keyboard, that data is going to be storing with that file. Whatever I enter through keyboard, that data is going to be storing with this file. This is a way we are going to reading input functionality through keyboard. Input from file, generating the output file. Generating the output from file it is going to be getting. This is a way we are going to working with IO concepts. Remaining things tomorrow I will going to discuss. Tomorrow same time as usual. Okay, we'll discuss. I will going to discuss about that one. Tomorrow session, when the session is going to be happening.